of a bit more industry here as we move further around into the Clyde. You can see some of the industry around. Big ones as well. Nice Land GT6. I don't know what that'll be, 40-45 feet. Very nice. What do you think? What do you think?
It's double wheeled. No thanks.
These must have been all the dock buildings that were part of the shops that built the vessels up into these docks. So this is favourite child. She's a 53, Mary says. Oyster 53. Like the deck fit, yes, nice, aren't they?
Pretty darn solid.
Teak decks are looking good as well. A bit of a clean. So can you find your way in there?
Oh yeah.
There we go.
Go back up. Why?
I'm staring my camera. I'm looking at that.
Yeah, well, what's your camera? You're knocking the camera every time you go. I've got it. When you go.
Here. What do you do? You get hold of it. I think she forgot to bring it on the board.
Molly's just mesmerised. Isn't that funny?
So we don't have a pizza knife, so we cut the pizzas with a pair of scissors, which is all you can do.
It works.
Looks good to me. Don't you think these look a bit like Santa Claus with sunglasses on? Really beautiful in the marina at night time when there's lights around twinkling on the water, especially when there's no wind. One of the things we got delivered while we were in Greenock by family was the new transducer for the speed through the water. So I fitted that in Greenock. So what are we doing at the moment?
Just filled up with fuel.
So now we're going to get the bill.
That's why I'm sitting down.
I think it's probably going to be 400 and something. Won't be cheap, that's for sure. Just leaving Watt Marina to Greenock. There's a ferry terminal over there and the tugboats are coming there. I think there's the Waverley over there. And there's the entrance to Watt Marina. So they seem to have lots of, within there they've got the marina part of it, but there's also some commercial activity. So there was a generator running last night, but it wasn't really a big issue. And the big lift crane, which is a bit of a symbol of Clyde Port and all the work that went on here. And we're not going to go up into the centre of Glasgow. There's a narrow channel that goes up there, but it'll just be a chug today to go into there. So we're not going to do that. Another nice shiny day with some sunshine. That's Rue Marina and Rue over in the far corner. And I think the wreck of the sugar ship is over there somewhere as well. Whether we'll see that or not, I don't know. And today the snow has gone and I've got my bare legs out. I've got my shorts on for the first time this year. So I'm hoping that's a good omen.
We've actually got a difference in speeds.
Because?
We've got a new speedo.
Right.
Transducer fitted. We're not just SOG anymore, we're at speed and speed over the ground.
So we can tell what the tide's doing to us now. Yeah. That's be useful. The other one was completely dead. wasn't giving us any reading, so hopefully they can fix that one. We can have that as a spare, but not hopeful at the moment. And we can get pictures today. It's been a bit grim the last week. There are the remnants of lots of little quays and what would have been docks, I think, back in the day. And just the infrastructure's still there, but unfortunately the trade's not. So Greenock has suffered quite a while, I think since the First World War, and it was at the height of all the shipbuilding in the Clyde.
So I reckon they just brought her in.
Maybe? Maybe?
She was here when we came in the other day.
No, she wasn't, no. So this is the Waverley. It's the Waverley in front of lots of the civic buildings here. There's some tugboats attached to her, and she's just lost her bow lines, so, and everybody seems to be on the deck, even a pilot, I think. She's looking really good. Had some damage a year or so ago, I think, and she's been fixed up since then. Paddle steamer extraordinaire, and well known on the Clyde for passenger trips. Doing the water, as they said. But she's looking great. Fantastic.
None of you wave then, Mr. Long.
I think they're busy figuring out what they're going to do to turn her around. She's got no bow thrusters, of course. So as Mary said, we're now showing speed through the water and speed over the ground. So speed through the water is 6.1 and speed over the ground 5.3. So we know there's a bit of tide against us here. So we're doing 6.3 through the water, but over the ground only 5.3. And if you look at that channel marker, you can see the tide pushing around the corner a bit, pushing down with us. So it's a confirmation of the fact the tide's against us. So we're cruising past Helensburgh, and then round here is the Watt Marina. I'm not going there, and then up to Gairloch up that way. Watt Marina looks nice. It's quite protected from this side, but I think the other side it's just it relies on some breakwaters that they have floating there. Hardly any boats on the moorings down here, so they're obviously too early in the season. Even the other side of the marina's not much happening.
We're about to take the mainsail down. The last time I did this, I managed to do this. I slipped off the back. So hopefully this time it will go a lot easier, and we can win.
So you don't want to break your wrist again, that's for sure. Nothing else either.
No knees or...
That's achieved. Mainsail tucked up on the desk. What are you up to? What's you scheming at now?
The new logo on!
Woo! And we've got the sticky bits here. And we've been working on them boom. And we've got YouTube and an old Keisha sign on there. Looking good. We'll do the other side now. Oh, from the shell ducks. Could have gone on a mooring, but we really don't know what the moorings condition are these days. And yeah, we're anchored up. But if it had been a bit more blowy, it'd have been more uncomfortable here because we're on a lee shore. But there's no wind tonight, so we should be fine. We were a little bit worried that we were going to run out of water here, but we're still in 20 feet of water, so it goes off very quickly down here, I think.
On our way back from tea, the local pub. And just admiring the new logo we've just stuck on this afternoon. It's not looking too bad. A whoopsie with the Y.
The U-tube.
U-tube. Looks alright. We're going right round, aren't we?
Yeah.
Could be a ground, but there again, we might be okay. She's on a water line, but she's not to be moving very much, so we could be sitting on the bottom. Hey ho. Yeah, this is low tide.
Well, lovely morning here at Gairloch Head. Very still and shiny. Doesn't get better than that. A nice shiny crisp day. It's not warm today, the air temperature, but the sun's going to warm it up, I think. I think it's going to be a nice day for us. Going round to Carrick Castle in Loch Goyle. So this is Sugar Boat, a wreck that I think it was a Liberty ship that was wrecked over here, full of sugar. So it's heading up Loch Long, and we're going to turn off to go to Loch Goyle. Nice day on the Clyde estuaries and lochs. Lovely weather. It's amazing to think the amount of traffic that comes up and down the Clyde all goes through this spot. We were having a talk the other day and we were just discussing it. This area of water I'd always imagined as being much bigger than it actually is. Quite congested here once you've got lots of vessels moving around. And you can imagine back in the day when there was lots and lots of traffic coming in to Greenock and up to the upper end of the Clyde, this would have been quite a busy place with sailing ships tacking and working their way up. We've got two high-speed police boats out here, I think they're military police, practicing high-speed manoeuvres or something. So we have little Charlie following us today. She's been behaving herself. It's a light day today, so we thought we might just tow her, put a bridle on her, keep her pulling in the right direction. And we're hoping to use it to go ashore to the castle later on. We'd probably be sailing today if we had the mainsail on. We had to take that off yesterday for some work. We're going to have some done on the furling drum on next week, early next week. So we took the opportunity of a very light wind day to take the mainsail off. Lots of tankers up here, plenty of fuel, big tanks ashore. I wonder if we could get a fill up there, maybe it's cheap fuel.
So there is Carrick Castle, which we hope to go and look round tomorrow. Looks like there's about 3 or 4 boats up there anchored or moored. This just opens out into a huge loch. We're going to be heading to Carrick Castle. Go and have a wander around maybe tomorrow. It's all pretty majestic around here.
We're moored in a nice little anchorage here. This is Castle Carrick. We're right beside it, probably about 5 boat lengths from it. Apparently it's a private residence now, but you used to be able to visit it. A lovely little bay. We're going to go try a row ashore there, and just a few houses and some mooring buoys. There's some visitors' moorings down there. This Carrick Castle from the landward side, but it looks like work on it hasn't been underway for a long time. You could see lots of nice gardens along the way. There was camellias and rhododendrons. Another monster in the sea. Leaving Loch Goyle, Castle Carrick, nice little anchorage there. We did move about tea time because the wind and the tide changed and we were getting swung towards the castle. But reasonably safe in there. Probably not best in a strong easterly, but we were okay in a very light easterly. It's a lovely little place. It's quite remote here. There's only one road in and one road out, and you've got to go right round. I think it's 5 miles to get to the top of the loch and then through a pass and then over. Weather's chilly. The air temperature is cold because it seems to be coming from the north, the wind source, and it's cold, but the sun's trying to break through. We're heading out of Loch Goil. We've spoken to the Queen's Harbour Master, and we've got permission to go down the west side of Loch Long, and we're going to head out to the sea, well, down into the Clyde Basin area, and we're going to Cumbrae today. We're going to go to Millport, and there's some we're not sure whether there's going to be wind. The forecasts vary, but Millport looks like a pretty good option for easterly, northeasterly winds, which we're expecting. What's Skip for the day? Thoughts?
Well, it's not safe to stay here for tonight, not with the winds at the late 20s. So we've decided to go off down to Great Cumbrae and go down to harbour at the bottom called Millport, where we should be nice and cosy. And there's a few places to go and see. There's an aquarium apparently, and what else did I read?
There's a mini golf course.
Oh, I didn't see that. No, there's somewhere else to go and have a look at. Oh, the smallest place for a cathedral. So we might go to the British Isles, so and have a nosy at that as well.
So of course for today, we're just coming out of Loch Goil here. That's where we were last night. We're coming down the west side of this restricted area, which is the military area, and down Loch Long, out the bottom here, and into the shipping lanes. We're not going to follow the shipping lanes, we're just going to take a straight line down there to the west side of Cumbrae, which is here, Cumbrae, and have a look at the island, and then we're going to go around the corner and we're going to anchor up in this area somewhere here, because it's northeasterlies or easterlies that are coming in tonight. We just want to be protected from them, and that's where we're going to be. So my job today is to have a little look at this turning block here, make sure it's running smoothly, and also the one under the mast, which feed the mast in furling system. I just want them to be running smoothly. This set of blocks under here, and these ones here, they need to be running smoothly so that we can change this out and be happy that everything's working according to plan. For those of the mechanical mind among you, if you're ever needing to get hold of a threaded screw or something by the threads and you don't want to damage the threads, this is one way to do it. So you put some tape around the jaws, and then you can get hold of it without damaging the thread too much. So that's what I'm up to here. I'm going to get hold of this nut here and just slacken it off slightly so I can lift the block on the deck and get some lubrication under there. We're having a lovely sail at the moment. We've been up to 8.3 knots, just the Jenny out because we've got the mainsail off at the moment. Heading down to Cumbrae, which is down that way, and yeah, nice day on the Clyde. More breeze than was predicted. For the north part of Cumbrae, we were going to go down the west side, but we realised that coming across the bottom would be motoring against the wind and into this wave, so we're going to go down the east side and then we'll be turning with the wind, and the wind's got up. We've been seeing gusts of what, 25? 24, 25. So we've reached the head, so we're still doing 6.97 knots through the water, so plenty of speed. We're having a nice sail. We've just had lunch, and yeah, quite a bright day for sailing. I've got lots of wind. Speed goes up to nearly 8 knots.
Miles down there.
SOG 7 because of tide against us. We're getting plenty of wind here. We've just had a gust up to the 30s.
It's going to be gusting until 7 o'clock in the morning, up to 28s.
So we're going to get behind this island ahead of us and into Millport Bay, and we're hoping it's going to be a bit more sheltered there. Yeah, we have the red ensign flying at the moment, but actually we should be allowed to fly the white ensign today because it's the Queen's birthday, but we don't have one.
We haven't got one.
So this is our entrance into Millport Bay. As you can see, there's a fair sea running with us. Lots of white horses. We're coming around this corner. This is one of those anchor handling boats that they use for the fish farms. They're almost at water level normally when you see them just floating, but he's taking a few seas. Well, they are awash. And it's hard to tell which direction he's going. We thought he was going away from us, but actually he's coming towards us. What a difference a little bit of shelter makes. So this is us in Millport in the bay, Thames Bay, and yeah, it's lovely in here. Still 25 knots, but and gusts coming across the bay in excess of that, but it's lovely and comfortable in here.
So I hope you enjoyed our video.
Yeah, it was pretty good, that one, I think.
It was. Enjoyed it, yeah. The Clyde was really good for local cruising. It's a really big open space, lots of places to go for cruise.
Kind of day cruising is pretty easy around there, isn't it?
I would say very easy.
Yeah.
Lots of places to go and visit, like we did.
Yeah, we saw a bit of history.
Yeah.
Quite
We passed the old Waverley.
Yeah, that was
in
great.
for repair again.
Yeah. I think I enjoy. Which bit did you enjoy most? I think probably for me it was Gairloch Head.
Gairloch Head, yes, that was good up there.
Yeah, where we changed the mainsail over that successfully. So
yeah, without breaking wrists this time.
And yeah, it was really nice up there because the water was really flat in the morning. It was like a mirror, and we managed to row ashore and have a bite to eat as well. That was good. It was great to see family at James Watt.
One of my sons came with his family.
Yeah,
so it was good to see the girls.
Good marina that, and good
facilities.
Transport connections and stuff like that.
Yep.
If you wanted to swap a crew over there, yeah.
Bit of a walk to go to Tesco or anywhere, but we just get up and walk for things. But it's
that's our form of exercise.
It was nearly a mile, I think, to either way to each one.
So hope you enjoyed the video. We enjoyed making it. Don't forget to like it, subscribe, share it with somebody, even comment to us. That helps the video grow. We're up to nearly 100 subscribers now, so if you want to subscribe, it doesn't cost you anything.
No, it definitely doesn't cost you
anything. Get our numbers
anything.
up, and it just makes us, a bit more widely spread. So I think we'll say bye-bye for now.
Yeah, bye until the next one.
Okay, we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.